Hello, my name is Derek Hood. I'm a 27-year-old with cerebral palsy, which is why I'm currently laying in bed. Uh, I will be able to, sit up and do a proper show, but, as of right now, I'm just laying in bed. Anyway, so what about me? I live in the Vancouver area in the Lower Mainland, and I've cheered for the Canucks for, my entire life, on and off. When 2011 happened, my interests died very hard. It was like being stabbed in the heart, and then never wanted to relive that pain again. So kind of fell out of interest with the Canucks at that time, and then COVID happened, and the bubble happened, and we were in the bubble playoffs, and I'm like, well, might as well look at them again, and that I spent a lot of time listening to hockey content. Like I listened to a lot of the Dango podcasts and like some other content, just because the sport is really fun to listen to. But uh, I wasn't really cheering for anyone per se. And then now, with how everything is, I'm back on the Canucks bandwagon, you could say. And, after the bubble season, we had a couple years there where we still sucked and I wasn't really paying attention. And then, coming into the 2023 season, I was like, well, let's give this team a chance. Sort of. I guess I got into more content and I started watching the game overs and, the post game stuff and like podcasts, and I kind of just dove straight into the media around the Canucks and the content around the Canucks, and then uh, got invested from there and kind of engrossed. And you know, as a person, uh, I've struggled with a lot of mental health issues with depression and anxiety, and I finally got treatment for that after being told that I wasn't depressed and all that stuff. So I started my medication, and then it's been about 3 months now, and I'm kind of leveling out, as one might say. But as I was starting it, I started getting all these, you know, interests again and ideas, and my creative juices started flowing. So, David Quadrelli of Connects Army, when the Bell layoffs happened, had this impassioned plea. If people were thinking about going into media, that uh, to contact him, and so I did. Something that wouldn't have been possible before the medication, and I've been writing some pieces for him and getting feedback on those, and we're planning to meet after the playoffs, which will be nice because I missed the watch party they had earlier in the year. Uh, I don't know. Like for me, it's just I'm a 27-year-old. I have cerebral palsy. You know, I'm dedicated to covering things impartially as I can and fairly. But at the same time, like the Canucks organization holds a really soft spot in my heart. Like someone I grew up with had to be in the Canucks Place Hospice, and their family had all these experiences with the Canucks, and like when I was younger, I went on the variety show for its telethon, and all I wanted was a Marcus Naslund jersey, right? So like the fandom runs deep, but also as an adult, it's kind of like I'm more interested in the technical part of the game, like what are they doing? Why are they doing it? I'm more interested in like the management of the players. Like I'm more interested in getting behind the curtain, should you speak. It's less about the on ice product and more about, you know, why. Let's see. I probably didn't answer all your questions. What's the last thing? Oh, the general direction of the team. Um, I think the general direction of the team is really good. Uh, I'm very confident in Jim Rutherford, Patrick Alvine, and Rick Tocchet. You can see from this season, right? Nobody expected us to even be in the playoffs, right? We certainly didn't expect us to be in the playoffs. We were waiting for another year of mediocrity and contracts getting off, and then all of a sudden, we have Elias Lindholm, we have Nikita Zadorov, we have Tyler Myers playing great, we have, you know, our bottom six are stepping up, like our top six are stepping up, like, everything's great in Canucks land. We win the Pacific Division, we're in the second round, we're competitive against the Oilers, which, going against McDavid and Draisaitl, that's a challenge to say the least. And we're competitive against the Oilers with a third string goaltender, right? Like Seelovs has been putting on an absolute clinic on how to be composed and just do the best you can with what you're given. His numbers aren't fantastic. Like there's been some high goal games, but he's held on and he's won, three out of the five games, right? It's I'm very confident in the progression of this team. And in, Rutherford and Tocchet and Alvine and being able to scout players and retain players and I think the culture here is better than it was, right? I think previously there might have been some concerns about a country club culture. And since, unfortunately, Horvat moving on, I think the culture has definitely improved. Um, I'm just excited to see what the future holds and to see what the rest of this players playoffs hold, right? You know, it'd be nice if we got in the conference final, but I'm not holding my breath, and I'm just happy we've gotten this far, right? We're playing with house money for sure. Anyway, thanks for listening. Sorry if it was a little long. I do tend to ramble. That's one of my weak points, but uh, appreciate any feedback you'd have. Thank you.